Hello, I'm Shane Van Fleet, Loveland Sales Manager, Southeast Iowa and Western Illinois Division. Standing in a bean field here that's coming up on an R3 stage, and wanted to talk to you about a few products we've had some tremendous success with. We pride ourselves at Nutrien on the programmed approach. There is no one product that gets us to that next level yield, but we believe we've got some very proprietary technology that closes that gap in a hurry. And I'm going to talk to you tonight about a few of those products. The first product I want to talk about is Radiate Next. Many of you are familiar with Radiate. It's been a flagship product. We have a new version of that called Radiate Next. It's made up of 4 components: IBA, kynoton, GABA, and choline chloride. IBA, very responsible for your root growth and stimulating root growth. We know that we need to touch as much soil as we can with these plants to bring in the maximum amount of nutrients in that soil. So IBA will continuously stimulate that root growth and keep those roots growing and touching more soil. Kynoton's all about above ground. Kynoton's about your foliage, and we know, as I'm standing in 30-inch row beans right now, the quicker we can shade that row with foliage, we can help ourselves with soil temperature, help ourselves with weed control. We can also help ourselves with the maximum amount of sunlight that it captures, right, that turns that back into energy. So those are the IBA and kynoton below. The new portion that we have in that now is GABA and choline chloride. GABA is an amino acid to that plant, and it really helps with stress mitigation. There's a lot of abiotic stresses out here that work on these plants to slow their metabolism down and slow them down, right, from growing and moving nutrients to a new portion of the plant. That could be cold, that could be wet, that could be hail, that could be wind, that could be bug pressure, as we're seeing some right now. So all them abiotic stresses that work on that plant, right, are keeping it from reaching its maximum potential. So GABA does a really nice job of keeping that metabolism in that plant moving, keeping that plant feeling good, right, and fending off those abiotic stresses. Choline chloride is about bringing more moisture into that plant, and when we can thicken the leaves in those plants and we can bring more moisture in there, we can bring more nutrients in, and we'll thicken that, we'll cool that during the heat of the day, and we'll make that plant feel better, which gives it every opportunity to reach maximum potential. The other product we're adding that is Terramar from Agrison. This is our 2nd year with that product. It's made up of Leonardite and a cold seaweed component. Works different than Radiate Next, but it still has some stress mitigation properties with that. It also will help enlarge the arteries through that plant to bring in more nutrients and more moisture through that plant, but it also has a carbon food source in there. And what we know for a fact is a corn or a soybean plant, when its roots go out, it will sequester potassium. And what it does is it will dump a carbon source or exudates in the soil, and in turn that signals for the want of potassium. So what Terramar does a great job is speeding that process up. We know how much potassium we're using right now in this time of the year, so it is a much needed nutrient in that soil. So if we can seek it out, right, dump our exudates and sequester the potassium, we will help as we enter pod fill here for that dramatic need for potassium this time of year. So we're taking those 2 products, we know what they're doing, and we're going to combine them with some more nutrients in some cases, or most cases. It's a product called NutriSync Complete. NutriSync technology is very proprietary to Nutrien, and what NutriSync technology does is does a great job of taking those nutrients that's in that mix and delivering them into the phloem and xylem of that plant and moving them to where they need to be, right? So very critical in that delivery system, get them in that newest portion of the plant or where we need them most. So we're going to take that and put that in a complete product, NutriSync Complete. We're going to run that at 1 to 2 quarts. Boron, iron, copper, manganese, moly, and zinc. Critical nutrients every plant needs to reach its maximum potential. So we're going to take 2 ounces Radiate Next, 1 pint of Terramar, 1 to 2 quarts of NutriSync Complete, and we've seen some tremendous results over the last 2 seasons combining those in a programmed approach, right? We know what we need to do. We got to make this plant feel good. We got to flood that thing with the nutrients it needs to reach that potential. And we are doing that not only from above ground, but also below ground. So we're hitting it from the top and the bottom with that trio. And we've seen some great success with that. Reach out to your Nutrien representative if you'd like to learn more about these products. As always, we appreciate your business, and have a safe and blessed day. Thank you.